Mabuhay, Kamustika, welcome. How are you? This is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. The other day I heard a man on YouTube make the comment, love hurts, but I want it anyway. I thought he made a very astute comment because having someone to love guarantees that we will experience hurts that we could avoid if we didn't bother to try to get married. But since this is a pro-marriage channel, there will be challenges along the way, and I have to talk about that. I want to talk about what this comment has to do with foreigners and Filipinas too. Please subscribe to Love Beyond the Sea for many topics that can help a man find a quality Filipina to marry and have a good relationship. Go ahead, leave a comment, get notifications for upcoming videos by clicking that bell, and then when it says add, to click add, otherwise it won't work. Now, a song came out in 1976, I remember it very well, called Love Hurts by Nazareth, and it is definitely true. From an article, I will link in the description box, from SethAdamSmith.com, I will put that in the link for you. He says, true love will be painful. True love should be painful. And he goes on to say, to be clear, when I say that true love should be painful, I'm not referring to abusive, obsessive, or codependent relationships. Those relationships are predicated upon selfishness and will inevitably produce a pain that's destructive and detrimental. No, the painful love to which I am referring, according to him, are those relationships that help us grow beyond ourselves, because we are all imperfect. We will inevitably get hurt. But that hurt has the ability to make us stronger than before. Marriage and family relationships are to the hearts like exercise is to our muscles. I like that so much I'm going to repeat it since I just got back from the gym. Marriage and family relationships are to our hearts like exercise is to our muscles. Many of us want love, but why are men looking to the Philippines? Filipinas aren't perfect. No nationality of women is. Yet I married a Filipina, so I can relate to guys looking to the Philippines for a wife. Since I was young, I was always mesmerized by the beauty of Filipinas and had heard that they make good wives because they are generally more old-fashioned than Western women, or at least you're more likely to find one like this. This relates to a Filipina wanting to look feminine, enjoys cooking and keeping a clean, orderly house, likes children, tends to be frugal, and generally makes a good mate. They're good to their husbands. Less drama, lower maintenance. Love hurts is true of any marriage. But how might it be especially true with foreigners and Filipinas? One way is the different cultures. The strong family bond in the Philippines can be the cause of some conflict, making the foreign man wondering where her loyalties really are. He could be unhappy if she spends what he considers an inordinate amount of time on social media or apps allowing her to talk face-to-face with her family. Her desire to send money home can become an issue if he thinks she is overdoing it. Tempo, the silent treatment, can cause hurt feelings and resentment. To know why tempo exists and what she is hoping to accomplish by using it, see a video I will link in the description box called The Best Way to Deal with Tempo. Check that one out. Another challenge a foreigner and Filipino will have that they have a chance to grow from, depending on how they react, is normally they haven't spent the same amount of time with each other as they would if they were from the same area. So there are bound to be some surprises early on as you continue to get to know each other. Just the usual differences in the way we do things. A Filipina is not used to dealing with outspoken men like Americans tend to be, with a propensity to lose our tempers. This may be something an American couple might not be taken aback by, since they are from the same country and we're all exposed to that. But Filipinos aren't used to what they consider rude Americans. So be careful and realize that you're dealing with a woman from another country. That's going to cause some conflict. Communication can be just a conflict in general. I keep hearing guys tell me how difficult it is to fully reach and communicate with someone, and I don't know why that is, if it's a vocabulary thing or words have different meanings, or I don't know. But communication will be definitely an ongoing thing, and will hopefully bring you closer together and not tearing you apart. One last way Filipina love hurts is that when a man is invested the time and money pursuing and marrying a Filipina, especially if immigration is involved, it just feels worse if things aren't going well when you are together, and that hurts. If you haven't experienced that, you'll need to take my word for it. I think the pain and the gain begins after you are married and together. And for love to grow, you have to go through situations. It's true that the ones that hurt us the most, you've heard that said, are the ones we are closest to. Wrap it up here with C.S. Lewis, putting it this way. I like this too. There is no safe investment. To love at all is to be vulnerable. Love anything. Your heart will certainly be wrung and possibly be broken. If you want to make sure of keeping it intact, you must give your heart to no one. Wrap it carefully round with hobbies and little luxuries. Avoid all entanglements. Lock it up safe in the casket or coffin of your selfishness. The only place outside heaven where you can be perfectly safe from all the dangers and perturbations of love is hell. C.S. Lewis. If you have waited for a long time to find true love, it will sting when you have the usual problems that we all have. Filipinas can make great wives. Yes, that's one of the reasons why Love Beyond the Sea exists, to help men pursue and marry Filipinas. But you start from so far apart in distance, often an age gap, and you can understand why there just will be conflict from time to time. I will also link a video called The High Cost of Being Alone or Single. I do believe marriage is best for most people, and being single hurts too. I mean, just because you're not married, experiencing the hurts that are part of love, doesn't mean you're not going to hurt by being single either. So, again, marriage better than for most people, even though so many today are not getting married. And I hate the times, hate them, when my wife and I have a spat, and it really wears me out. And that doesn't mean any mistakes were made. It means we're married, and to love, you have to go through some growing pains, and just like all couples do. So, but we still have the opportunity to make up, right? And making up just feels great when it happens. But again, not an option if someone is alone. So yes, love hurts, but I don't want to be without my love beyond the sea.